clean is what they call them.
You don't know about the hustle, my nigga. Make that shit look easy. You don't know about the grind. Make that shit look easy. We ain't have it off the muscle. Make that shit look easy. Make that shit look easy, don't it? Make that shit look easy. Yeah. You don't know about the hustle. Make that shit look easy. You don't know about the grind. Make that shit look easy. We ain't have it off the muscle. Make that shit look easy. Make that shit look easy, don't it? Make that shit look easy. You don't know about the grind, had to get up and get it, yeah. Baby daddy got the chain, he in the penitentiary, yeah. How we gon' eat? Take care of his kiddies. Who gon' do that dirty work? Who gon' wash them dishes? Dixon Circuit, nigga. Trey 5-7, yeah. He left me out of work, so I had to hit the corner by the 7-Eleven. Yeah. Daytime job, count me from 7-Eleven. I be right there on the corners with the niggas at the 7-Eleven. We ain't having off the muscle. Foot on shovel. Duffel bag with me just in case you wanna pop a bitch nigga out of bubble. Mind on the hustle. We don't want no trouble. Bitches tryna flip it, make it triple, make it double, make it triple, make it double. You don't know about the hustle, my nigga. Make that shit look easy. You don't know about the grind. Make that shit look easy. We ain't having off the muscle. Make that shit look easy. Make that shit look easy, don't it? Make that shit look easy. Yeah. You don't know about the hustle. Make that shit look easy. You don't know about the grind. Make that shit look easy. We ain't have it off the muscle. Make that shit look easy. Make that shit look easy, don't it? Make that shit look easy. Yeah. You don't know about the grind. 20 hours of overtime. So when I go home, I'm cooking while cooking. Yeah, that type of grind. Yeah. You don't know about the grind. No money for your time. So when I go in, I'm killing these bitches and bitches. Yeah, that type of grind. Back to the gritty. Yeah. Had the block litty. Hey, Bill Knox, the guap, and still can't get a nigga quitty. Push through the city. Yeah. Bros, I committed. Bro, boy, I grind and still remain to stay pretty. We ain't have it off the muscle. Foot on shovel. Duffel bag with me just in case you wanna pop a bitch nigga out of bubble. Mind on the hustle. We don't want no trouble. Bitches tryna flip it, make it triple, make it double, make it triple, make it double. You don't know about the hustle, my nigga. Make that shit look easy.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kelly J. And I'm straight from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. Ain't no waiting for the top, cause I'm steady climbing the tree. Pleasant Grove to Oak Cliff, yeah, you know where we be. This is my show, and I got it under control. Podcast to interviews, yeah, we doing it all. Got the tea for whoever, ain't no Lipton involved. So when you got it poppin', girl, you know who to call. I'm the realest of the real, I'm just stating the facts. I got it out the mud, and I put the team on the back. Try to tell me I could never, so I did it and laugh. You know it's my turn, yeah. Kelly J on the map, y'all. What up, y'all? It is your girl, Kelly J, and we are back with another episode of Kelly J TV. But y'all, this month is April, and in the month of April, I got a little birdie that told me that it is National Poetry Month. So this month, y'all, we're going to highlight some amazing poets from all over the world. And yes, y'all, I do mean all over the world. I even have somebody from Hawaii that's going to be on the show, y'all. So Yes, when I said all over the world, I actually meant that. I wasn't just like talking at the side of my neck. No, your girl Kelly J was actually coming real with it. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. And then at the end of this month, y'all, we'll have a special showcase. If you are someone who has thought about getting out, wanting to share your spoken word, hit me up or hit KP up. And we would love to have you guys come on and talk, spit your shit, talk your shit, whatever. Y'all already know how I go. What up, Keish? Hey, boo. Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? So y'all already know how the show always go. If you want to talk, definitely send us some comments. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you like and comment and subscribing. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what it be. Just like it, comment, say hey, Kelly, and your comment gonna come up here just like Keish. Oh, what up to the boo? Hey, honey, how you doing? Yeah, we do have some special things in store this particular month. As I stated before, it's National Poetry Month. If you want to have your work shown on our platform, please email me. I would love to showcase you guys' work on Facebook, Instagram, all of that, including Kelly J TV. And y'all, guess what? This month as well, I'm not just gonna be by myself. This month, y'all, I'm gonna have a special co-host. She's been on Kelly J TV before, you guys. It's gonna be none other than my girl KP. This month, she's gonna be rocking it out. So I'm gonna bring her up. But before I bring her up, I want to share with y'all some of my spoken word, and then I'm gonna let the people who come in. I'm gonna let my co-host let me know how I'm doing. You know, if what I need to work on, because I done told her I'm gonna spit some stuff with her just one time at least. But because I haven't got to H-Town yet, this is me spitting it with her. So listen, you guys, this is called Racing Thoughts by yours truly, me. So, mind racing, thoughts going like crazy. Why does my mind work like this? Are they there for you? Do they love you? Are they good for you? Why be around them? They don't love you. They don't want you. You better off not here. Look how they treat you. It's clear no one cares about you. Yeah, it's not a pretty picture, but these are the thoughts that come in my mind even when I don't even ask for them. Putting me into a zone, praying that if I just light it up, hit one, all the thoughts will calm down and the relief will set in. Maybe one day these thoughts will end, maybe they won't. Until then, I'm going to continue to fight against them because, hey, all I got is me. So that's my little spit. I ain't no poet. I just want to say I'm not a poet. And I told the girls this already. They know. But without further ado, you guys, I'm going to bring up my co-host, KP. How are you, my love? Oh, we got some tech. Oh, no. Okay. You good?
Are we good?
We good.
Yeah. Okay.
How was that, KP? How was that? How was that? That little.
For a rough draft, it's good. Like we can talk off air about like edits and things you need to work on. But yeah, for a rough draft, it's good.
You heard it here first from the heathen of the heathens. Because when I met her, that's what she told me. The heathen of the heathens. KP just let me know. Your girl Kelly J. Oh, I could be a poet. Nah, I ain't that serious. I'm joking. joking. KP, welcome. I'm excited to have you as my co-host this month. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited to be here. This is going to be very fun, very interesting.
Yes, it is definitely going to be that. Well, without further ado, because I do know here in Texas, we fixing to be hit with some bad weathers, what we've been forecast for. So we're not going to make the same mistake we made last week. We're going to go ahead and correct it today. So without further ado, you guys, I would like to welcome this amazing poet who, no lie, you guys, I just officially met her like 20 minutes ago, and I feel like I've been knowing her my whole life. The way me and this girl vibe, she just don't know. When I pull up to Houston, and clearly Houston is where y'all want your girl, because I keep running into all you Houstonettes. So clearly it's time for me to pop out to Houston, because Houston be showing your girl Kelly J some love, and I'm from Dallas, and I'm like, yo, Dallas. But then I say, yo, Houston. They be like, yo, Kelly. Houston, holler back at your girl. That's all I'm going to say. But without further ado, I'm going to bring up Houston's very own, outside of KP, Duchess, the PenDragon. Hi, my love. How are you?
All of these things, I'm well, right? Thought we have a little, what is that? Wasn't that the Little Rascal moment?
Little Rascals.
Right? Yeah.
Little Rascals.
I'm on
Hey, baby girl, and guess what up, mama? Hey, Miss Kelly.
Oh, hi, Miss.
Hey, Mama Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Like we always gonna have the people coming in, comment. Hey, Keish. Unmute the mic. Shout out to you. What's up? Thank you for coming through. So, Miss Duchess, welcome.
Yes,
welcome to Kelly J TV.
Thank you. I'm
Look,
so
I feel
excited.
like we've been knowing each other my whole life at this point, because we said backstage talking, girl. Look, we was having a good conversation. If we never went live, I would have been okay with that.
A whole conversation. A whole conversation. I mean, we can actually put some of that conversation if you want to.
Oh, yes.
We can have a reality chat.
Right. The first chat is, was Jesus black, white, or Mexican? Drop your comments below. Was Jesus white, black, or Mexican? Now, before y'all decide to want to be like, oh, he was white, oh, he was black, I would just like to state, I think Jesus was mixed, and he was mixed with black and Mexican. His name, although they don't say it, his name is Jesus Levante Cruz. Or if you want, you can say Jesus Leviticus Cruz. Either way, he had a nigga name somewhere in there. Okay.
See, I'm not playing with her. See? And I thought I was the heathen, I swear to God. I really did. I thought, thank you, Keisha. Thank you, oh Lord. Replace the D with a T, oh Lord. Because that's where I am with this. I want to be delivered.
Girl, you didn't get delivered when you realized that, listen, I told you earlier, this is how you also know. See, they was talking about he was black because he took the fish and he fed all them people that had a fish fry.
And we found out that he actually made tacos.
He made fish tacos.
Baja tacos. Because you don't never run out of fish tacos at any party, ever.
They just said the bread, when in reality, he flattened the bread.
It made tacos.
Boom.
I feel like I have to say this anytime I share space with Jay, but I just want to point out to those of you who are watching that the comments made by the host are her own. I am not affiliated with any of the nonsense you may hear. That is my story, and I am sticking to it.
Oh, wow. Not the disclaimer with
right. Well, people who watch me and have watched me for so long, y'all know me and the Lord, we have a great relationship. Me and him, we talk every night before I lay my head on a pillow. And I thank him for his glorious, bountiful blessings that he has stored upon me.
Right.
Especially the herbal blessings.
Right.
Ashe and Asheo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I too am grateful for those.
Right. She don't want no parts.
I didn't for 5 seconds.
The moment she accepted a part of being a co-host, she accepted all parts.
Right. All affiliations. All of them.
I'm gonna help us get closer to heaven. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna help us get a step closer.
I already got the vehicle. We got it half packed.
Right.
Bring your ass. We loading up. You might as well come on.
Right. We got room for you.
You swallowed in the back seat of.
Okay. So Keith
No,
says,
no,
do
we
y'all
don't
really want to have this conversation?
No.
And
It's
that
a
is a
joke.
perfect segue for me to take over for half a second. Hi, you. This month is National Poetry Week. So all month long, I will be co-hosting with Kelly J, and we will be interviewing various poets from around the country. So tonight, for our first poet of the month, we have Duchess PenDragon from Houston, Texas. Duchess is a spoken word artist. She is also a hostess. She also has her own t-shirt line. Yeah.
Oh, and baby, speaking of the t-shirt line, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this line real quick, because I don't think y'all understand this shirt line she got. One moment, here y'all go. Tune in, watch this.
Would you like me to turn? Yes, please, slowly. Look at this Duchess PenDragon shirt.
Ew.
And all of the wiggles.
Ew. It's giving what needs to be gay.
Thank you ever so kindly. Above.
Yeah, it's supposed to be gay.
Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
And get one, and they can actually contact you on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yes. Please DM me for yours. We actually have 2 new iterations of the Duchess PenDragon corset t-shirt. I have made slits in the sides, so you now have double slits, which is awesome. And then I also have fringe. We have fringe options.
Ooh.
I'll be putting pictures up on Instagram later.
Okay, so make sure y'all go follow her like right now. Make sure this is our special guest, Duchess PenDragon. Make sure you go follow her so that you guys can cop that, because I've already told her I gotta put my order in right after the show, because your girl Kelly J got to have one. I gotta be. But what inspired your line?
Okay, so I'm a duchess, and duchesses don't wear normal items, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you always see a glamorous side of a duchess. So I don't really wear t-shirts. I do have a few, if I can be honest. I'm wearing one right now, but it's gonna get cut in like 5 minutes as soon as we get off it, because I got a whole new idea for another t-shirt idea. Anyway, so I have a lot of t-shirts in my life right now just so I can cut them.
And they can recycle.
Right. But what started the idea was I wear corsets on stage. And I am a corseted queen. A friend called me the Countess of Corsets.
Mm-hmm.
And it fits. And it fits because all I do is wear corsets on stage. So I thought, what way to make my merchandise brand, right, fit me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, cut it, sew it back, learn how to sew first, and then cut it, and then sew it back together and make little hints and beautifies and da-da-da-da. And you'll notice that every shirt has a cut in the front, right? The cuts are not meant to be symmetrical. They're meant to be slightly off center. And the reason for that is because my crown is constantly tilted. Never off. Never off. I am always a duchess. I am always regal. But if you want these hands, goddamn it, I got you. So, you know, it's a mind your place type thing where I am who I am, and I'm always a duchess, and I'm just remember that I'm not next in line, which means I can do what I want.
Okay. Say that. We do have a question.
Yes.
Duchess, do you have super plus size with the slits?
I can, if you DM me your size, we can special order. Okay. Give me a little bit of time on that. It might be 2 weeks. Just to get your shirt in, and then I'm gonna have to have another week with it. So that's a 3-week order. Okay, if I have to special order. I also so right now I have very few mediums. I have mostly larges, and I have a lot of extra larges, just because of what inventory has available at the moment of things that are already done and complete. Anything else, I will have to order. So that means, ladies, if you are a small, I will have to order for you. If you are an extra, extra large, I will have to order for you. Anything that's anything larger than 2X, I will definitely have to order for you. Okay. I don't mind, and I will do it. I want everybody to feel beautiful. I want every one of you queens to be Dutchified. Do you understand me in some way, shape, or form? Come on with this PenDragon. Walk with me. Be fire with me. Let's go. I'm not trying to do it just for me. All right. In fact, can I go ahead and plug myself just a little bit more?
Keep going. What you mean? You said, ain't saying nothing, girl. I'm over here feeling the fire. When you said it, I was like,
thank you. Thank you. The company that the Duchess PenDragon is also a company. And so I have expanded to Duchess PenDragon Productions. With that being said, Duchess PenDragon Productions is coming out with something called the Countess of Corset Experience. Which is basically where you tell me that you want a corset. You tell me your style. Okay. You tell me what you want to be like. What type of Dutch do you want to be this day? What kind of countess do you want to be this day? You pick your day. I make it available. I make it happen. Okay. We can talk about the base, what comes along with the base package, what comes along with the medium package, what comes along with the express package. You know what I mean? There are all types of options. What I will guarantee you is a fitting, okay, and a photograph of you in that fitting, in that picture, okay, right, in that corset. Now, my hope, my wish, my prayer is that you're buying that corset, okay, because you can't live without it. My hope, my wish, and my prayer is that you're not only going to buy that corset, but you're also going to take it home and show it off to your person. In fact, if you want me to set up a whole hotel room, okay, with the candles and the chocolates and this to that, we can have a mini photo shoot before your person gets there for you. Okay, we will even draw you a bath. All right.
Come through bath water.
What? I'm just saying, you can do all of these things. And so this is the Countess of Corset experience that I'm trying to give. All right.
Well, I'm gonna let you know now. I'm definitely gonna sign up because
yes,
I'm trying to be snatched for the gods.
I will do that for you.
And that's, listen, when I looked at your pictures, I was like, oh, snatched for the gods.
I can't breathe.
Snatched.
I cannot breathe.
I'm just saying, snatched.
I still cannot breathe.
Baby, she was snatched for the gods, and I'm trying
Those
to be
are
snatched.
a few. Those are a few. Yeah.
KP, you got some questions?
Not yet. I'm letting y'all get into it. I'll necessary.
Oh my goodness. Well, with that being said, you have actually had your poetry album come out in 2019, A Tour of Love Notes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, A Tour of Love's Notes.
Love's Notes.
It's okay. That particular album is near and dear to my heart just because it's the debut. I am currently working on another. Don't tell nobody. Shh. Right, y'all know before anybody else knows, including the producer that I have in mind to do it. So right, because sometimes you just gotta speak some things into existence and surprise the people. Anyway,
well, when it come out, just come back here and say it's out, y'all.
Promise. So A Tour of Love's Notes came out because I was a woman of a certain age and I had lived a certain life of heterosexuality, and my heart got broken a couple of times, and I wanted to beat a nigga a couple of times, and facts. But I also fell in love a couple of times, you know, and I found a place to be. You know what? You remember how your parents, or not even your parents, you remember how they used to glorify love to you in fairy tales? I had a vision of love. Ooh, come on, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Come on, Mariah Carey. I have a tendency to do that. Right. Come on. Anyway, I had a vision of love. I had a vision of what love should be, what love could be, what this train should look like. Right. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the journey that I was on was of heartbreak, hurt, with some happy spots. Like a lot of other people, there were some happy spots, there were some sad spots, there was some moments where I realized, God damn it, stop basing how you love yourself on how other people love you. Ooh, and that was a whole.
But say that one more time, because I don't know if anybody heard you.
The nugget of wisdom that I found in that journey was stop allowing the definition of how you love yourself to be the definition of how other people love you. It doesn't define your worth. It's a reoccurring lesson in my life, something that I have to continue to learn and stand on, because unfortunately as a child my foundation wasn't there. So as an adult, I had to build a foundation. Unfortunately, when you build a foundation based on cracks, that shit falls, it tumbles, and it has a moment. You have to rebuild, right? Or you could have a glorious foundation, and then all of a sudden, the worst tornado of your life comes through. Or as in Texas, we lived through hurricanes. So, a couple of hurricanes came through. They were named storms too. These motherfuckers. We just gonna call one of them a Gemini.
I had a shot right there. Woo, baby, them Gemini.
I mean, right across the bow. If you feel it, you felt it. If it, like Lady 380, if you didn't, if it didn't apply to you, then you wasn't fit for you. But ain't nobody in this room bulletproof. It is what it is, right? That's what she said. I'm paraphrasing. So, another Houston poet.
Listen, Brittany.
Mind your place. Ooh.
Yes. Hey,
damn.
Hello, B Wash.
Hi, Pumpkin.
She said, now I'm singing a song.
No. Look, it's in my head too.
It's in my head, replaying.
Wait for it. I'll do it
jam
again.
It out after this. I promise. After this. Can you turn a song into a poetry piece? What?
I'm actually yes, if I can be honest with you. Okay, so I have this thing that I do that I'm not allowed to listen to music with words while I'm writing. Because whatever that song is about will end up being what this piece is about. But at the same time, if I listen to it over and over, if I listen to an instrumental over and over and over again, I'll end up writing in the tempo of that song. Right? Some of the most frustrating. And then I feel like when I actually put the piece together and put it on stage, I have to change the tempo a little bit because it freaks me out, because I'm like, I don't want people to feel like I'm stealing that shit. You know what I mean? But music is a huge player in my writing. Yeah, it is.
And, I will say, for me, since I started writing, I've always written stuff out of the blue. If it was a feeling I was feeling, I wrote about it. Right. That's just how it was. I was gonna write. But it's crazy to hear you say how your writing will turn into of what the song is. Because, Chad, let me put on some R&B, and the emotion is what I'm catching. And the emotion of whatever I'm going through at that time is what I'm actually writing about. Now, what I will say is I may take a few of the words from the song, or I may take the song titles. I have that bad when I'm talking to people. I can take a full song title or a bunch of song titles and make a whole piece to you. And you be like, yo, how do you do that? So it's dope hearing you say that for you can't do that. Like, it'll turn into that. That's dope.
I say that because I don't want that influence. Not because it's a bad influence. Simply because I want what organically comes out of me. You know what I mean? I want the truth of whatever is supposed to be coming out of me, whatever is supposed to be coming out of my pen. But at the same time, I'll tell you this. If I'm looking for, like, certain songs invoke certain emotion, right? Okay, so if I'm writing a piece and I feel like I need to be in a lower space, yes, ma'am. Ask other questions. if I feel like I need to be in a lower place, in a lower vibration to get that piece across, to make other people cry, because when I write a piece, I go over it over and over and over again to make sure that it's done, right? If it doesn't invoke what I want out of me, then I know that it's not ready for the audience to hear. To get what I want, a lot of times I'll turn on a certain piece of music. Like if I'm really in a place and I want some deep emotion, Nina Simone is some of the best music when it comes to that grinding, halting, emotional wrenching, like some. And I was telling a friend earlier, Etta James, I know she's not the best singer of her time. It's not about that.
It's the lyrics
she invokes. Ooh. It was the emotion that she invoked. Like you literally watched that man walk down the aisle with another woman.
What? And then you could hear, like, when you heard the song, you could hear the pain in her voice, like, girl.
So because I know that so well, because I know what her voice invokes, I can literally just listen to a set of strings that might have been played in the background of that song. It'll invoke the same emotion for me, help me finish writing, but I don't have the words in my head necessarily to focus on to make that come out. So it comes out as it's supposed to, or as I feel like it's supposed to. At the same time, I'll be honest with you, as much as I talk about, the church, there are still some gospel songs that have my whole spirit, and Alabaster Box will take me there every time, and I can write.
Never would have made it. I don't know why, but it's something. Facts. Never would have made it, and almost let go, and now behold the Lamb.
Okay. So Alabaster Box.
Okay.
What is that? What is that song? It's another Tamala Man song. Jesus. What?
Take me to the
King. Okay, you know what? Just put all of Tamala Man anywhere. Just put her anywhere.
I said, look, she was in my Now Behold the Lamb. Like, I don't know what it is. She said, when I always didn't do right.
The Clark sisters. The angels in, I cried to that this morning. The angels in heaven didn't sign my name. I was like, you know what?
Listen, you don't cry for that. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm not necessarily comfortable with the heathen that I am is not necessarily comfortable with the angels knowing my name to begin with. But if they signed it, I should be all right. I know. See, that would be the heathen. And this is why I said, well, I was raised in a church. I know it well. I know it. Okay. Don't ever get it twisted. I know it and I know it well. I just may not always adhere to the properties there within and all that other legal jargon that's supposed to get you out of being in trouble.
It's my relationship with God, and that's all that matters at the end of the
Look,
day.
my relationship with God is mine and mine alone, just like everybody else's is theirs and theirs alone. I don't judge you. Please don't judge me. We can move along in harmony and love as he insisted. I'm sorry, what did that say? I wasn't able to.
You never know what you're getting with a Gemini, baby.
That is a fact. That is a fact. And that is my problem.
Ooh, please
I've never met more naturally bipolar people in my life. I love y'all. I do from a distance.
I love y'all too. But just say, I'm
over there.
My mom is a Gemini, so I ain't got no choice but to be around her. But Jesus.
Look, and see, sometimes they say that them women Geminis are a little bit different than the male Geminis. What I know for facts is that the male Geminis is some things that I don't always get along with. In fact, mostly I don't. I like them apparently because I dated and married one. I also divorced and dated another one and stopped dating that one too. So clearly myself and Geminis are not what life is, right? And then there was this other Gemini in my life who happens to be a woman, and that didn't go well either. So for me, relationships are no good with the Gemini. It's official. I done tried it on both sides. The answer is hell no. For my
I
standard.
ain't gonna lie. My mama gives me the female side, and my ex, my ex, he was a Gemini, and I said never again. That's it. That's all.
Look, I love a good Taurus.
We do got a question. So, Duchess, can you explain the difference in poetry versus poem?
Ooh. Is there?
Is there?
Is there? Okay, so I kind of think this is there a difference between poetry and pose? Like, does that make a sense? Like pose, like prose, it's prose. Shit.
Okay.
God help me, I'm too high. I'm being honest about my life. I was smoking when we were on our pre-talk.
Don't worry, 420, you guys, we're gonna have a Kelly J special. Make sure all my smokers, you're live, ready with your blunts.
There.
Roll them up.
Bells on. So it's my life. I really want to be in Colorado, if you want to be honest, so I can smoke out and toke out.
I don't mind driving.
Let's go. That's only a 16-hour drive. You know that ain't far. Like, we live in Texas.
I've already driven it. We can go.
Let's go. Hell. Ooh. Okay, anyway. All the things in my mind that just happened, and I'm childish. Okay. I'm trying to behave myself and contain it and go back to the question I had. Focus. Ain't somebody supposed to be the moderator? Because it clearly can't be me.
Larry, already. What is the difference in poetry? KP done been on my show before, so she knows I like to vibe with everybody who comes on. Everybody who watch me know I smoke. I ain't never heard that from nobody. I'm a vibe person. If you watch the show, you know we gonna vibe it out. None of my interviews are ever the same. Ain't shit scripted. And the reason being is because most times I'm probably high and don't want to read the shit out on the road. So let me just be real with you and say that.
That's beautiful. See, that's honesty for you.
I'd rather just come real, let it flow. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got notes to read and all of that to say, but by the time you get in this interview and you're nervous, I be nervous, okay? Y'all know that I told y'all before. But with that being said, my mama say, how many puffs in Duchess?
Oh, mama. Dang. Half. Okay, you know what? Since you want to be putting up, you want to put a chick on blast, I'm about to show.
What they y'all gonna know?
That much. I'm that much in. You see the rest of that? I'm that much in. Hell.
You more in than I am.
I'm just being honest. Since mama want to ask,
hey.
I might as well tell. Look, this is the same thing. Isn't this how I came? This is exactly how I came out the closet. I swear to God. This is exactly how I came out the closet.
We're just gonna go ahead and move on. Details. How did you do it?
My mother, I was 35 years old and on a date.
Okay.
With a woman that I had already we were dating. Fuck it. We were dating. She was my girlfriend. She had a title and everything. It was good. My mama gonna call me on the phone and be like, hey, why you ain't at the house? Well, Aaron and I, is Aaron your girlfriend? Since you asked, yes.
You opened the door.
Since you asked, yes.
Because I'm not going to lie. It's against the body.
Check this out. Well, I was 35 years old. What you going to do? Whoop me? Shit, it's too late now. The reality is I've been married. I've been divorced. I've had a baby. I've had a miscarriage. You know, what you going to do to me?
Right.
What are you going to do to me?
Right.
Nothing. If you're going to disown me at this point, I might as well go on and get disowned. But I figured if you was going to ask like that, you kind of deserve to get what you asked for. Because
you should have asked. Should have been right.
What was not your mama the same person that told you where you show out is where you get toe out? You asked. You shouldn't have asked if you wasn't ready for that.
Look, don't they hate when they words come back on them?
Oh, come on with the finger. And then they got the nerve to be like,
I'm your parent. I said you don't do as I say. You
right. And you be like, you're right. You are the parent. That's why in 2 years you gonna need me, old lady. Calm down. See? So again.
What up,
Hey, baby.
my love?
So yeah.
Being nosy, don't you? Listen.
Nah, you good, honey.
We love all the nosiness.
I'm gonna step in and moderate since that's what I'm here for.
Come through.
I told the story. What happened?
We talked about your spoken word album.
Yes.
Where's your book? You have a book out?
Wow, you are such a butt right now. So mean to me. She's so goddamn mean. She's aggressive. I feel very attacked. Do you remember how we talked about feeling attacked?
Right.
I feel very attacked.
So now I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna hit it with a double.
Okay.
When the book coming out?
So the book is actually in process. What most people don't know about my life is that I have multiple sclerosis. I am open about it. If you ask me about it, I will tell you about it. But as far as like me openly telling people, it's not a lot of things that I've done yet, but I am in the process of being open more so. As I go up along this journey, because Jesus, this is a journey. And
when did you get diagnosed?
2012, actually. In 2012, I was diagnosed with MS, because apparently there's a thing that you can have where you don't have enough lesions on your spine or your brain because one's not enough.
Right.
I'm just, because going blind in your left eye isn't enough. Right. So basically I woke up one day and I was blind in my left eye. I gained my sight back, just so you guys know, but I had to go on a massive dose of a regimen of steroids, which is one of the only things that we know that stops the inflammation that causes a lot of the issues that MS cause. So this book that I'm writing is about my journey of MS, or with MS, my journey with MS. As we progress along, as we continue, because they're not lying when they tell you you don't die of MS, you die of complications from MS. Right. You have to, and then they tell you we don't know a lot of times. We think. So basically, please understand that you're paying $500 to have somebody tell you we think. But they're the expert. And all they can tell you is we think. Right. It's not like cancer. You don't have a common goal to kill that thing, because unfortunately your body is attacking your body at every little nook and cranny it gets. So the book is a process. The book is a process of me processing, honestly. And as I process, I walk people through my processing. The first piece is actually the piece about me going blind. It's called Open Close. And it's,
share it?
not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
No
Not
problem.
yet. But I love you for that. I do appreciate you for that. Right? Smart ass Karmel. Because it's not quite ready. Remember how we talked about the emotions that I want to invoke? It's not quite ready. So it's like I said, it's a process, and I'm processing. I'm hoping to be done by my birthday.
When's your birthday?
You guys, July
July
12th.
Oh, girl, look. I like this why we vibe so much.
Are you a Cancer too?
Girl, now I'm a Leo. We're playing.
Oh hell. That's why. A Leo win. Wait. A Leo win.
August 2nd.
So you know my sun sign is a Cancer and my moon sign is a Leo, which is why we connect because I play both sides. I'm right. I'm a
Leo through and through, start to finish.
Ooh, I am not. I am a water fire sandwich.
Nah, baby, I'm all fire. I think I got Aquarius sits somewhere in there.
That's air.
But I'm still fire all day.
But that just means that you got problems blowing yourself out.
Girl.
Right. That just means you spread. The fire spreads.
We gonna talk.
Oh shit, your attitude is bad. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, new friend. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out like that.
For someone who's never met me, knows me very well.
Based on those things, that is all. I just dabble in the cars a little bit.
There are multiple sides to it.
Hey, no, you have one side. You have fire, then you have fire spreading. That's it.
That's it? Just fire and fire spreading? Yeah, because actually, most of the signs in my chart, they're fire or air.
Okay.
Like I said, you got because even Cancer's in there.
Okay, come on, that's water.
Yeah,
which, only tone. It just makes hot water. It doesn't turn down your fire at all. It just makes warm water. So basically, either you burn a bitch or you boil a bitch. That's about it.
You just don't stand a chance at this point.
As much fire, I'm pretty sure, is in your chart. Yeah, you probably have problems.
I'm gonna send it to you after this so you can see.
I'm not. Why, God? Okay.
I'm gonna let you see it.
I'm down for this. I'm down for this study.
I'm gonna blow your mind with it. You're gonna be like,
I promise it won't. I promise it. Do I not already have some shit right?
Okay. The moment you said, "Ooh, your attitude bad," is
check this out. I am not mad about you knowing who you are. Okay. It is imperative. It is what's that word? Imperative. Imperative for people to know and understand who they are and then not be apologetic about it. Either you want to make a change or you don't, but that's between you and Jesus. That ain't got shit to do with me.
And what Jesus made me.
Hey, he made me too, but he also made me to fight back. So if I got to move around because we don't mix, then understand I'm cool with that. Right. See,
we got a Sag in the house.
Uh-oh. Why y'all always got to come around?
Right. Like,
you just always got to make, just like a Sagittarius, to not be in the conversation, but make the conversation about them. Just like a damn Sagittarius. That's why I stopped dating that nigga.
Hell, us Leos and Cancers had it. KP, what are you?
Come on. Aquarius. So she just blowing it. She just the blowing.
No, sweetheart. I am an air sign, and air is essential to life.
Ooh,
come through. How I'm supposed to be with no air.
It is. I'm not playing with you. But she not lying. So the fact of the matter is, there is oxygen in both of us. Air. Again, she's still blowing hot.
I would say inappropriate, but I'm gonna let you make it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Not today. We in public. We're not talking about where you show out is where you get toe out, and I'm quicker. Like, you really want to play this battle? My God-given government name is Wit. I was born with it.
So I'm with it. Every day of the week.
All day. With it. It's so funny because when you actually have a fucking teacher that tells you that they don't want to do, you don't want to have a battle of wits with somebody like me. And I'm like, ma'am, did you not read the roster? That's my whole last name. That's the purpose and point of my whole last name. Girl, I'm just saying. And I was in 8th grade. I was only in 8th grade, so I didn't have a mouth for a minute. I was talking, yep. And she was an old bird of a teacher too. I hated her.
I ain't gonna say how long my mouth been, Jesus. I done needed some. You remember back in the day, I don't know if they did this out in Houston, but I'll never forget, I had a teacher. And when she needed you to stop, it was a kid who used to suck his thumb. So she made a concoction. And it was, you stick your hand in it. And then if he puts his hand in it, it's supposed to make him stop sucking his thumb. I probably needed that concoction for my mouth because it just gets ruthless at times.
Let me tell you something. We not sticking shit. Fingers in my mouth. My oral fixation was given to me by God. Fuck you. No, Jesus, no.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna jump into the comments real quick. Duchess, you are reading her like a poetry you wrote. All right, come through it.
And that's Mama.
Right, she
said you tried it. Wait.
She's letting you know
that she on my side.
Right, she's letting you know that you know me completely.
That's
the moment
okay.
You said, "Oh, you got a bad attitude," I was waiting.
Look,
I was waiting for her to say something.
Check this out.
She is the one person of anybody who knows,
baby,
how this goes.
You have to be, what you have to recognize about yourself is the reality that we're mirroring each other, which is why I love you so much. Because that is I can't call it out if I don't see it in myself. Mm-hmm. I have a bad attitude too. We talked about we're being worked on. Thanks. Right? We under construction. And if I'm honest with you, I'm not accepting construction anymore. This is it. Unless I put myself under construction, I'm done. I'm 38 years old. I'm done. I'm not saying that I can't learn anything. I'm willing to learn. I am constantly a student. Okay? Sometimes a teacher, but forever willing to learn something new. Don't ever count me out on that. But change, for why?
And for what?
Check this out. If it's a change that I find I need, I'll endeavor to do so. Mm-hmm. If it's a change just because your sensitivity can't take it, I suggest you catch your statistical fortitude and up that shit because I ain't got it for you.
You heard it here first, my guys. Duchess PenDragon came with the come. Because, baby, let me tell you, if that ain't me, I don't know what it is, because her name. And I will say, where I'm at in my life, I'm not changing for the next person.
Right.
When I look back where I'm at now, and I told my best friend this the other day, I said, when I look back on where I was and where I'm at today, as of April 4th, I am truly the happiest I have ever been now. Because when I look back, right, I have consistently tried to change and make myself into others' perspective for them to accept me, when really and truly the motherfuckers was already accepting me for who I was. They just wanted me to tweak myself for them. But in reality, baby, I don't have to tweak myself for you.
For nobody.
You already was fucking with me how I was, with the way I was when you met me. Don't try to change me, boo-boo. Because who you got when you met me is who you going to get for the rest of your life. You heard me?
There you go.
I'm only going to change
until I decide something different. Until something different needs to happen. Like, check this out. I love that. But that's like, unfortunately, I feel like that's like the Black woman's plight in life. Like, we keep getting taught by society and by religion and other such things, that we're never good enough, that we aren't we aren't okay enough, that there is always something that needs to be done. It's us that's the problem. Like, you got too much mouth, you got too much noise, you got too much this, you're too opinionated, you're too this, you're too that, you dress too this, you sound too that. Man, you sound like a whole ass nigga. Nigga, is it a problem if a whole ass nigga sound like a whole ass nigga? No. So why I gotta sound like somebody else? But more importantly, is it a problem when a whole ass nigga if I sound like a bitch ass nigga? No, y'all ain't got problems with that. Look, my whole thing is this. I want us to stop requiring women to change themselves to be acceptable.
Say it one more time. Wait a minute. I'm gonna make you bigger on this screen because I think the whole world needs to hear it. In 3, 2.
I want women to stop believing that we have to change ourselves to be acceptable to other people. You don't. You don't.
If y'all didn't hear that, when this ends, just replay it back and capture that moment.
You
and
just
let it
don't.
sit in with you.
That's the lies that we keep being told. Those are the things that we keep getting indoctrinated to. Like, even if you think about it, I don't mind makeup. I love makeup. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm clearly not wearing any right now, but that's my choice. Like, we keep getting indoctrinated into the idea that if we don't have on makeup, then we're not beautiful. What the fuck? My brown skin was gorgeous the day it came out. My mama put dirty, okay? And it has been gorgeous ever since.
We're not going to get on makeup because, listen, I be trying to understand when I see these beautiful ladies put the makeup on and then it's like caked on top of cake.
But baby, do you see what they look like before? You see they look like a troll doll before.
2 different shades.
But they look like a troll doll before. Thank you for telling me what the illusion of makeup can do for me. But when I don't want to look like a clown and I just want to go to work, can you please show me that look? How do I get there? Can we just start a whole show on skincare?
We can. Me and you gonna talk on it and we're gonna put it together.
Because I'm just saying, because like y'all showing all this makeup bullshit with MAC makeup, which is clown makeup, which is stage makeup, which is supposed to stay on under all the lights and shows and shit. It don't breathe. But y'all ain't showing shit about face care because nooks, crannies, and crevices that scared the hell out of me. I done seen more young black women road wet and put up hard behind the makeup they wear. I look younger than y'all. That's sad. It's sad.
Most I do, and when y'all do, like people like, oh, you got on makeup. It's the lips, and I may do the eyebrows.
Hello,
maybe. And I just started learning them, but as y'all notice, these are actually my natural eyebrows,
which are awesome.
Natural arch. I actually have a natural arch. Right. But when you get to drawing that shit on, it don't work. It looked too much for me.
Check this out. I just always try to have sisters, not twins. Because if I work for twins, I'm going to fuck it up. I just need distant cousins.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I be having distant cousins, aunties, child. Somebody commented on one of my pictures and was like, he was a makeup artist out in Africa. And he said, one of your eyebrows are S-shaped and the other one was something. And I said, well, I have an arch. And when I'm trying to sit here and make it to work, because if you see, I got an arch here, not so much an arch here.
Right.
Trying to put that into an eyebrow.
Hello.
Impossible.
Hello.
I mean, why do I look like the Rock?
Like, check this out. Do you see the fact that this is what God gave me? That is it. I didn't shave shit. I didn't draw nothing on. That's it. I'm bald in the eyebrows, y'all.
I'm gonna do like Megan Good did. I'm gonna go get mine tatted on.
I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that I've been thinking about that for a long time.
I have. Ever since I found out that that's what she did. Because I was like, she was my eyebrow idol.
I mean, she was my okay, you say eyebrow idol. I was just gonna say I'd have that, but whatever.
I mean, like when I look at people who eyebrows, I wouldn't mind. She was
beyond. I was looking at her eyebrows, her lips in a whole different area, space and time. Look, the 15-year-old boy in me was excited when Maybe Good came out.
Making Good, I think because everybody rants and rave about her. She was not that. Taraji was that for me.
Understood, but see, it wasn't her acting skills because they sucked at the time. It was just the simple fact that she had amazing lines, like beautiful with two L's, and I could see her tongue, and that did it for me.
That did it for you. Well, I'm not gonna lie with Taraji. I think it was just everything she ever played, and she had this little ruggish.
I'll be honest with you on that, except for when she like starts screaming because her voice is that high pitched note.
Yeah,
I can't really do. Past that, I'm with you on a Taraji because her in Empire, I was like, this bitch, she can have me. Between this wardrobe and whatever that twist is in her hip section, I want it.
We have not
show and I'm sorry. Okay, poetry. We're supposed to be spitting poetry. Jesus. I'm gonna do.
Okay. Are you about to spit or you want?
Are you gonna spit?
I want to spit. I want to know what y'all want to hear. Do you want to hear something? Do you want to hear something? Something serious? Do you want to hear something lighthearted? Do you want to go home and practice?
Listen, what we want is your favorite piece to perform. What is your favorite piece to perform?
Because that showed us what I was about to say. So I'm gonna do the intro to welcome you up because this is gonna be the live on stage. All right.
All right.
Here we go. I'm gonna use my vapor.
I see you.
All right, you guys. Coming live. Wait, I'm gonna make it real official for this. Here we go. One moment. All right, you guys. Y'all have waited the whole show for this. You have enjoyed a great interview between myself, KP, and now, you guys, without further ado, we're gonna have Duchess, the PenDragon, come up, and she's fixing to spit that shit, y'all.
We don't speak about things like this. Shh, little girl. We don't talk about things like this. Little girls have their little dresses to wear and their crosses to bear. So shh, little girl. You bet not never tell nobody but God. 'Cause we don't speak about things like this. I found my first therapist at the bottom of a bottle because we don't speak about things like this. Used to tell a joke that Jack, John, and Jim were my first best friends when truth is they couldn't listen. Nor could they make me forget the stench of him, but with enough in my system, they numb my senses, allowing me to float in a surface space most would drown to death swimming sober in. Now, shh, little girl. Swallow another shot of these alternative memories. Stick to the Bible verses about forgiveness and get over it. Turn that cheek. Continue to be a functioning alcoholic. It's better for the family if you're just crazy. Excuse me. Emotionally disturbed. Everyone knows how fragile we women can be. Found my second therapist at the tip of a penis. My hyper-heterosexuality more than just a trauma response. The weight of them never negating the weight of him. Something stuck in my throat because we never speak about anything, least of all this. Y'all would rather write me off as a whore. Damaged goods. Just promiscuous. The defilement of this southern fruit to be swept under yet another rug. Shh. Little girl. Don't you dare tell the family secrets. The killer knowing I wasn't his first nor last stolen innocence. And we won't even mention the years of gay bashing locked in a sinner's closet. Maybe that's why he chose me. Did he know I would grow up to like her? The practice is called straight training. Found my third therapist when I freed my soul. Let go of guilt, shame, self-hatred, and apologize to that little girl. worked up enough courage to confront the falsities of my rewritten history and boldly told my father, me too. Trigger warning. Don't be surprised when you get blamed for shining a light on a grown man's prolific game. Do your best to keep that poker face. His exact words to me sounds like it's your fault for not telling me sooner. You were always too friendly, fast, flirtatious, never had the body of a child to begin with. Maybe if you had covered up a bit more, he wouldn't have been tempted. And this is the moment before the storm hits. Tears shed, quickly wiped away, enraged silence. Because if all else fails, blame the victim. Shh, little girl. Now I know why we don't speak about things like this. Bottle them up here, roll a blunt, jump on a random dick. See, families in denial often refuse to listen, take the situation, turn it around, and crucify you with your past's demons. Too many of us have been sacrificed. There's no martyrdom, only survival here. Flashbacks of a childhood lived in a scene never to be heard, stay out grown folks' business type era. Required every time we visit the family to politely re-traumatize myself and forced to hug my family's monster, solidifying my nightmares. But shh, little girl, we don't speak about things like this. Remember, little girls have their little dresses to wear and their crosses to bear. But this last therapist, this poetry, I'll be forever grateful that she found me and she refuses to ever let me be that silenced little girl again. Don't shush me. That's her piece. Yeah, thank you, Keisha. I appreciate you.
We're going to let that breathe for a second.
Cool. I'm getting with that. New friend, you okay? I don't think I'm okay. I'm sorry, new friend.
Girl.
Yeah.
That hit a little home.
I figured it would.
That hit a little home.
I told you. We mirror each other. I see it.
That hit a little home.
I know. See, I'm playful and we can have that moment. We can play all day. Right? But at the same time, I know that my poetry is a gift and I was given it. I lived a life. I told y'all I've lived a life. And it's not always easy. But it makes you understand where the passion comes from. Mm-hmm. Because I can spit like that about topics like that. Because they also hit home, but because it wasn't meant for me to hold. Mm-hmm. It wasn't meant for me to hold. It was meant for me to experience that moment, in that moment, to process that moment the way that I'm supposed to process it and to write it so that you can have it, because it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you.
You notice this whole show I've been able to talk, and now I'm like,
I know. I'm okay with that.
Literally, you took out of me. Not only that, but what stuck out to me was the promiscuous and the hoe part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I oftentimes say, I'll never understand why people call women hoes. But men don't get called that.
No, not at all. They're soaking the world oats.
And recently with the whole Will and Jada situation.
Come on now.
I made a statement. I said, well, she out here hoeing around whether you want to believe it or not. And people were like, well, because of the fact they have an open marriage. Well, listen, In my eyes, that's hoeing around. Just because your spouse gave you the A-OK don't mean nothing.
See, check this out. To me, that's their relationship. And that's
Right.
their business and that's their that's theirs. So regardless of how I feel about it, that's their business.
Right.
Personally, I'm a poly person. I'm a polyamorous person. So I don't believe in a monogamous relationship to begin with. So we can just go ahead and stop that shit right
I
there.
call it being free-spirited.
That's just my personal belief. I'm not gonna stop you. Like, my whole thing is this: if only you can stop you from fucking somebody else, period. Only you can do that. If that's something that you don't want to do, then that's something that you won't do, regardless of whether we have a tenets of an understanding or not. You like that's
Your best life, boo.
be like he made a mistake or she made a mistake. No, they made a decision. Decisions were made. Choices were made. Baby, every time you took off a layer of clothing, a fucking decision was made. And you chose to keep going. Hey, every time a kiss got laid, you made a decision to accept it. And you continue because the shit felt good. And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I don't have that problem.
I just want to know, was August really good?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I had a lot of good shit. It did.
And if I can be honest with you, let's go back to that piece. Let's just leave Jada and Will alone, because the reality is their issues don't pay my bills.
That.
And I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business. That's just what I'm gonna do.
Thanks.
But I will also say this: what's good for the goose is good for the goddamn gander. Moving forward. And she not the goose, she the goddamn gander. So check that and understand that something was happening on his side for her to do what she did. That's it. That's all. I'm done. Moving forward, because men feel real special when they get cockholded. Like, it can only happen to us. Like, we not the only one. Just because I gotta take a week off a month, bitch, that don't give you free reign. Anywho, anti-freaking who. The reason why I wrote Little Girl is because I know that it hits a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it doesn't just hit my particular situation. Mm-hmm. I know that it hits. If I could be honest with you, and Karmel, tell me if I'm gonna step over boundaries. Tell me. But I know that it hits every person on this screen right now. In some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form. And that's crazy to me, because how many of us have heard that the next girl, or the girl next to us, or the girl behind us, or the chick across the street, or our own damn mamas were touched by somebody, and probably by somebody in the fucking family to begin with? That's where it happened first. That's not where it ended, but that's just where it happened first. So I love how we all know a girl that's been molested or touched or overly sexualized some type in her youth, but we don't know not now one fucking molester. Ain't nobody's pastor, ain't nobody's youth pastor, ain't nobody's deacon, ain't nobody. And I'm sorry, but these are the spaces that we spent most of our goddamn childhoods in, because our mamas thought we were safe there. And those be the places that end up teaching you the easiest ways how to fuck, but not get pregnant.
Say it.
Or that be the first place that you got touched by your little youth pastor boy, or the little deacon son. Or fuck that, the deacon touched you himself. Like, y'all gotta stop playing with me about the realities of what is happening to our children. And it's not just our sons, it's our daughters. I'm scared shitless of having a son. You're right, I am scared, and I have plenty of poems about being the mother of a black boy. I'm scared shitless of being the mother of a black boy, because when does his childhood exuberance become grown man issue? And how the fuck do we start thinking of a 10-year-old boy and start thinking of a grown-ass man in a 10-year-old boy's form. What the shit? When did a 17-year-old become a 25-year-old grown-ass man with Skittles? When? When did a 12-year-old boy with a cap gun, which is clearly orange, become a grown-ass man with a fucking semi-automatic weapon? I'm just wondering. I'm scared shitless to have a black boy, but I'm also scared shitless to have a little black girl. Because we don't talk about the things that happen to our little black girls.
We don't talk about it enough.
We see them overly sexualized, but y'all sitting here talking about I'm gonna let them listen to WAP and how they talk about having a wet ass pussy and blah blah. I'm gonna take them to the Beyonce concert. As much as y'all love the Beehive, I'm happy for you, but her outfits are not appropriate for my 12-year-old to see. They simply are not. I love how y'all want to take your kid to a J-Lo concert, but shaking your bum is not what I want my 7-year-old to understand at first. It's just not. And I love how y'all can understand every Megan Thee Stallion fucking line, but you can't add 2 + 6 and get 8. What the fuck is wrong with people and their goddamn priorities? And yes, I'm a woman of a certain age, and no, I don't have children, but I also understand that I don't have children because I am a woman of a certain age that also has a selfish issue, okay? And up to this point, I haven't wanted to have children because I'm selfish and I know who the hell I am.
Right.
I wasn't ready. I am the baby of my family and an only child. I'm my mother's only. I'm my father's youngest.
Yeah.
I'm my grandmother's youngest. I'm my great-grandmother's youngest. I'm used to being the baby. Okay? Yeah. And when I have a kid, that means that all the attention is no longer going to be on me. Yes, I have milked this shit for 38 years.
I would have done it too, girl.
I have.
Fuck the kids.
Look, I ain't gotta ask you for school clothes money. I'm asking you for rent.
Right.
What? They cost the same.
Right. It ain't no different. You would do it for the grandchild.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why. But then people want to look at me like you wrong. No. I know my measurements. Right. I know my measurements. And if I had had a child, either he would have been dead, I would have been in jail, or the baby would have been with my mama.
At least at this point.
Nah, shit.
But you know something? Growing up, and I don't hear this saying anymore. Growing up, the one saying that was like thorough thrown at me growing up. Don't be so quick to grow up so fast.
Man,
you tend to miss out on a lot of things once you're older because you done did everything while you're young.
Live facts.
Now, I don't hear that saying.
Because old people ain't saying shit no more. They dead.
Say that.
It's
and then the people who having kids today, they was
too damn young to be having them. Then they don't know shit. They don't know shit. I'm sorry, but if your grandmother is 48 years old, she don't know shit.
Sorry.
She don't. It's unfortunate. She don't know shit. I can appreciate, look, people look at me like I'm crazy because my grandparents are older. My grandparents are older because they waited to have kids. But they didn't wait to have kids. My mom was here by the time my grandmother was 26 years old. But my mother didn't have me until she was 26 years old, which basically means that my grandmother was in her 60s by the time I came along. Okay, so I believe in a proper age for parenting. I'm not saying that you're a terrible parent if you have your babies young. I'm not. I'm just saying that you will have a harder time getting yourself in a particular space and getting your children in a particular space. And that's just reality and facts because you have to grow up first.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up while your kids are growing up is hard. It's hard. It's not something I would ever.
I don't know anyone who had kids while they were still in their younger years and can tell me that it was easy.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know not one person.
Not that it was easy.
If you can tell me it was easy for you, then let me know.
It was easy for you?
It was easy for you, KB?
Shut up. It wasn't easy. Shut up. It wasn't easy. Anyway, she don't know what she's talking about.
Look, it's messing up. But no.
Right, because God knows that she about to tell a lie.
Blessed his whole life.
Right, exactly. Right.
Lies, you messed up.
All of that was rebuked. Satan said, not today. On himself. Right. He was like, you know what? I'm going to take myself out because I can't even let you tell that lie on me. Shit. I can't even. I can't even help you back that shit up. I don't even know how that works. Yeah, no. Nah, the devil said I resign.
Did. But you know something? Duchess, we are wrapping up. I thank you so much. I told you this at the beginning, backstage. I said I appreciate you because you opened up this month for poetry, National Poetry Month. You did that, and I appreciate you for being my first person to say, I'm gonna go ahead and take that first slide because everybody else was like, we gonna hit them other slides, but no, you were like,
nah,
give me that.
You want to know why? Because that means that everybody got to come in here behind me.
And they gonna have to. They better set it up high.
Right.
Because listen, you have said. I'm still stuck on this poem. Like,
I'm game. We can talk about it.
At least she's honest with herself instead of having kids and being horrible to them. Facts. Because you do have some people who done said they don't want no kids.
Right.
And kids done been with every other person in their family but them.
No, I watched
that. I keep asking God, why give them the kid, Lord?
Right. Instead of giving them to somebody that, but you know what? Children are a blessing. People just aren't ready. People aren't ready to have that.
They are. KP, before
do me a favor. Just real quick. I'm supposed to spell out my name for the tag real quick. Okay. My name is Duchess PenDragon. It is DUCHESS. As much as we love chocolate, there is no T in my name. Right. The Dutch had nothing to do with the melanin you see before you. And they're welcome. Okay. The rest of that is PEN Dragon. So Duchess PenDragon.
KP, you got anything you want to say before we close out? I think God was saying you couldn't say nothing else no more. Look, it already started.
It did.
Look. Well, guys, I want to give a special shout out to KP for being my co-host. She did an amazing job. Jesus, can I get it out? She did an amazing job, you guys. She moderated. We'll say she moderated because Duchess gave her the title. She moderated very well. Duchess and I got to talking, and she was like, "All right, well, let me reel it back in." But y'all already know when I have a show, I definitely like free balling it and all of that. And all of that, and it just means everything to have you here, Duchess. Once again, I can't wait for your book to come out. I can't wait for you and I to do some more stuff together. You are gonna work on this whole skincare thing. Matter of fact, I got somebody who does facials. My nail tech, her sister does facials, so I'll reach out to her about being someone who comes on and shares some tad bit tips with us and stuff like that. Y'all see how we work?
Yeah,
how it works.
Come on.
Show and was like, "Hey, let's do this," and I said, "Okay, girl, we gonna do it." And yeah, we gonna make it happen. So, you guys, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Kelly J TV today. Make sure that y'all know that it is National Poetry Month. Okay, guys, be sure that y'all are tuned in every week, every Monday and Thursday, as me and my co-host KP come in. Shout out to my host today, my special guest today, Duchess PenDragon. And for y'all who needs to know, let me make sure y'all can see her name because I need to make sure y'all are following her. Be sure to follow Duchess, and it's DUCHESS PenDragon, you guys. Be sure to follow her, and y'all already know to follow your girl Kelly J as well. But y'all, without further ado, we'll be back on Thursday with a new poet, new time, as always. Make sure y'all have y'all's calendar set, notifications on. And y'all, without further ado, peace. Hey, y'all already know when your girl Kelly J coming through, I'm coming through with some info and some tea for you.